Hello everybody, I'm Chris Provost and you're watching Provost Park Pass, and in today's video we're going to talk about the top 5 things you can do in Disneyland, but if you did them anywhere else in the world, people will think you're a little bit out there. You're like Pluto, man, you're like way out there. But before we even get started, let's address the elephant in the room, the mustache. Here's what happened. I had a little bit of a beard going on. This morning Amanda got up to run some errands. I thought I'd shave it down, so I just kind of irritated her when she came back. She walked in, she looked at me, she's like, I cannot even deal with this right now. So don't worry, I'll be gone by tomorrow, but it's a little fun for me to do. That's something fun we do with your significant others, right? Can you just have a little fun with them? And yeah, and before we even get started into that, go ahead and hit the like button and the subscribe button. You guys are awesome. Tomorrow's video, by the way, is going to be coming out, getting back to some secrets revealed. We'll be doing Cars Land Secrets Revealed. So here's how these videos work. In our community tab, we post these polls and these questions, and people ask that, or just respond, and I read their responses, and then I take them, I kind of like compile them into some different answers. And you guys are hilarious. Some of your, I can't wait, we'll get to it in part of this video. So I'm going to get to the part where I just call like random stuff. Your guys' answers were making me laugh out loud. I loved it. But let's talk about the top 5 things that you can do in Disneyland. It's perfectly okay to do this in Disneyland, but if you were outside Disneyland and you're doing this anywhere in the world, people will be like, what are you doing? The number 5 thing is matching clothes. People talked a lot about wearing matching clothes at Disneyland. I mean, we've all done it, right? You get a cute little family outfit, matching shirts or whatever. You can wear it at Disneyland. It's not a problem at all. You get anywhere else in the world, people are like, what is going on? Lanford Jake says, wearing matching shirts with the fam and hugging people in animal costumes. It's okay to do that in Disneyland, but not outside the world. Disney Dad Rock says, matching shirts all the way. Angie Cohen said this, ditto on matching shirts, meeting characters, coordinating your ears and outfit, and your Loungefly backpack. And then Tiffany Henniger says, wearing matching shirts and mouse ears, sharing one's dessert or drink among 4 people, talking to characters, and getting photos with them, skipping, dancing, and singing. All fun things to do in Disneyland. If I did anywhere else in the world, people are like, what are you doing? Can you imagine this, like, it was like showing up to the grocery store, everybody's got matching shirts on. That would be amazing. I absolutely love that. All right. So the number 4 thing that you can do in Disneyland, but if you did it anywhere else in the world, people are like, what are you doing? That is eating calories like it just doesn't matter. Eating food like it's going out of style. Mufasa said, I eat Mickey pretzels like they don't have calories. Co-host Amanda says, I eat all food shaped like a rodent. Imagine doing that outside, like, hey, can I have I like a pretzel, but shaped like a mouse. I like it like a mouse. That'd be great. Absolutely. Batswater said, okay, here we go. Waking up at 6 in the morning to walk about 14 to 18 miles, starting at 8 a.m. until 12 p.m., all while eating churros, corn dogs, Matterhorn macaroons, Mickey-shaped pretzels, not necessarily in that order, all while joining the resistance, surviving a Yeti attack, breaking out of Guardians of the Galaxy, helping the Incredibles catch Jack, and visiting the mansion that rumor has it was haunted. Yeah, it's pretty weird, right? Can you imagine? I love this. I love it. I think theme park food, though, it just does. It just tastes better, right? Annie said this, eating 5 desserts in one day. Marina Carlson says, eating pretty foods that would be the same price as groceries in a week. Ooh, I mean, you are like, can you imagine? It's so true, right? When we're like in the normal world, we're like budget conscious, like, hey, we don't want to get that. We don't want to, but we get a Mickey, like a churro, $18. Yeah, no problem. No problem. Yeah, whatever. It's vacation time. Not a problem. Pop Culture says, being more excited for Disney food than rides. As a motto, we go eat and then we enjoy the rides. I think Disney's really kind of turned it around as far as their food goes. I remember going to parks a long time ago, and the food was not ever a thing for me. Now, food is a thing for me at the park. In fact, my wife, my sweet wife Amanda, she said that her family, they'd go to Disneyland as a kid. They would leave during the middle of the day, go to restaurants around the park, and then they go back to the park because they didn't want to eat Disney food. Now, the Disney food is just divine. All right. The number 3 thing that you can do at Disneyland, and it's perfectly okay if you did it anywhere else in the world, people are like, uh-oh, this person's got a problem. And that's acting like a child and being carefree. I thought I put down, a lot of people says like acting like a child, but I worry that had a negative connotation. I don't mean that as a negative connotation here. I mean just like being carefree, having fun, just being very childlike. Enchanted Story Ears said, I get giddy and excited when I see a mouse and even hug him when I can. I also eat ice cream for breakfast. The Dole blinds are non-existent in the mornings, so I've definitely done that a few times. It's just being there like with it like the childlike innocence. Leah Wolber says, acting like a kid, but it's why I'm there. I get excited over characters, singing, crying at fireworks, and the display. It's all great. Halloween Queen 12 says, I get to act like a kid again with no judgment. That's the best part, I think, about Disney. I think one of the things for us as going as a guest is it's like a judgment-free zone. You just go there, you just have fun. People are all there just having a great time. Cuse Paul says, I get to act like a kid. Pararu says, I get to play along like I'm always raising my hands for the scan at the Guardians, even though it obviously does nothing. And I act like I'm generally a prisoner on Rise of Resistance. And I always wave to the turtles on the Big Thunder Mountain Railroad Lift Hill. In normal life, I'm pretty ostentatious, but at Disneyland, I'm all doing that. I think we all feel that way. Like at Disneyland, we just want to get in the groove and have a lot of fun with it. It's, the Disney psychology, they know that when they create lines and cues, they know that people are going to go back and forth and they're going to chit chat and talk with each other a lot more than they would in the normal day life, which is great. All right, so the number 2 thing you can do in Disneyland that's perfectly okay, but if you did it anywhere else, people will be like, all right, that's characters. And wow, this is a big one. People love meeting with the characters. In fact, I'm going to clip in right here one of my favorite experiences at Disney. I remember I was waiting for Mickey, and sometimes I'm kind of self-conscious about that because I want the character meet and greets to be just for like just for kids, so they get first priority. But I also still like to meet Disney characters and see them and interact with them and hug them. So I was kind of standing off the side waiting for Mickey Mouse, and Mickey Mouse came out and he spotted me. He walked over, he grabbed my hand, pulled me over, and we got a photo right off the bat. To this day, it's probably one of my very favorite memories I've ever had of Disneyland, and I love it. It's one of my best. Okay, so here we go. Here's what people said about meeting characters. TCII4PW says, I talk to characters and act like they're my friends. So true, we all do that. Golf Player says, being an adult and running to line when I see a character going to meet in their greet spots. We see a character, we're like, oh my God, and we're like running along to go see them. It's so much fun. Kimma B said, singing and dancing down the street, talking to characters while wearing my Mickey ears. I think it's so fun because when we meet Mickey Mouse or Minnie or Daisy Duck, we feel like they know us and we want to talk to them. We want to tell them how grateful we are and how happy we are to see them. And they love to hear that from us. Bert Apodaca says, do the wave challenge while on the train, while wearing ears, while walking around, skipping with the characters while they go to their meet and greets, eating sweets like there's no tomorrow. It's so true. Alicia Roberts says, I squeal for characters and hug them enthusiastically. I exclaim things are magical that things are magical that are mundane in the real world. And I think we all do that. We all squeal and get happy when we get to see characters. Can you imagine just doing that in the real world, walking down the street, you see somebody dressed up, you're like, ah! And we're like skipping over to them. Yeah, that would not fly in the real world. Adriana Gomez says, I like to talk to characters and get their autograph and pictures. So true. Jennifer J, I sing out loud while walking in the park and I get giddy with excitement when characters walk through the crowds. Shay Beecher says, something that I find normal is walking and run up to a giant talking mouse to give them a hug. Outside of Disney, hugging a mouse in general is considered weird, not to mention a giant talking mouse. Of course, absolutely. The Random Disney History says, I love to hug sweaty people in a mouse and duck and dog costumes. So it's just true, right? That's it. I think the magic's there, though. I don't even think about them being a person there. I just think I'm actually meeting Mickey or Minnie Mouse or whoever. Now, these next comments that I'm about to read, they just didn't fall in any bucket. But when I read them, I LOL'd. Like, for real, I laughed out loud. I was so excited for this part of the video. These are people who just made comments, and they're so funny because they're so true. If you did this outside anywhere in the world, it would be considered bananas. But doing this inside Disney, No problem at all. Brian1234 says, I like to sit on the curb all day waiting for some action. Just sitting on the curb waiting for some action. We've all done it. I can't believe it. And also, Brian1234 also said this. I like to escape a burning village by sailing up a waterfall. When I first read that, I was like, wait, what? What's he talking about? Escape a burning village by sailing up a waterfall. I was like, oh my gosh, that's right. Pirates Caribbean at the very end. You're in that little burning village. You're going to go up a waterfall to escape. Mars112 says, I wave my arm around to activate something nearby with my magic band. We've all done that. You got a magic band. You're like, is that working? Is that on? Is it doing anything? We're all just waving our arms around the little magic band to see what magic happens. So true. Shenna, I don't know how to pronounce this. Shenny Wingwin, speed walking around without wearing any exercise clothes. Yeah, we do that. We're all walking super fast around the park. Dan TC88 says, standing in line for 90 minutes for a 2-minute attraction. Boom. Not a problem. When you're at Disneyland, you have no problem. Wait, 90 minutes for 2 minutes? No problem. Other than that, the only place we really do that at is at the DMV, right? But other than that, Disney, no problem. Amy Holmes says, with random strangers, I just offer unsolicited advice. Oh, by the way, yeah, we have all done that. Have you heard that mom talking about, or the dad's like, oh, they're you can tell that they're newbies to Disneyland. They've never been there before. And they're like, where's Big Thunder Mountain Railroad at? And they're looking around, and you're like, oh, it's no problem. It's just right over there. And what you're going to want to do, just give them that unsolicited advice. It's so awesome. I love doing that. All right, so the number one thing that you guys say is perfectly normal to do in Disneyland, but if we did it outside Disneyland, people would be like, oh, I don't know. And that's dressing up with Mickey ears or dressing up with like funny hats. Stephen Mead says, I like to wear a tall green goofy hat or a Mad Hatter hat. Can you guys just imagine, like in every day, like just driving to the grocery store, going to the dentist, and just wearing your Mickey ears or goofy hat? Just going to your job, going to a job interview, wearing your Mickey ears. I love it. Kim K says, I wear mouse ears that my cousin made for me. And I'm so proud to point at her and say, hey, you made these. I love that. I think that's awesome. The thing about mouse ears, in 2020, it was estimated that over 88 million pairs of mouse ears have been sold. 88 million pairs of mouse ears. That was in 2020. So now the number's got to be even way higher. And the thing is really, you can only wear them at Disney, right? You only wear them at Disney. You don't wear them any other time. So Sean Carey Forever says, my heart is so excited and happy whenever my family visits one of the Disneyland parks. I jump, I skip, I dance, I sing all day long. I love wearing Disney-themed outfits and occasionally Disney bounding with coordinated Minnie and Mickey mouse ears, of course. Yeah, we all do this. Laurie Windblade says, I'm 54. I wear ears and Disney bound with my growing daughters. I'm also happy to get up early in the morning each day, especially as I'm such a night owl. Isn't that true? Like the alarm goes off at Disney, you're like, hey, we're up, we're going. It's 5:30 in the morning, but we're gonna get up early, so we get there early. Normal days, you're like, oh, are you kidding me? That's awesome. Yeah, I love this. Stephanie Hudson says, I'm actually here this week. And for me, a night out, I will be getting up at the crack of dawn to be first one in line at security gates, rope drop all the way. And number 2 is wearing my homemade mouse ears and hats all day long. Lynn's 618 says, wearing silly hats and buying toys for myself. Emily Finn K 1185 says, wearing mouse ears, tearing up at holiday fireworks, talk and take pictures with large silent characters, enjoying smelly, musty water and rides, dessert any time of the day. Yeah, that's the best part of Disney, right? You hit it right on the head. Mechanistin 6984 says, wear mouse ears and stare at other people's mouse ears. And Lauren Janae says, wearing mouse ears on my head. It is so true. I mean, when you think about it, at Disney, it doesn't seem weird at all. But But if you take that out of context at Disney, it gets a little weird. You guys are awesome. These videos have been very fun for me to do. I love it. If you want to participate in these videos, it's on our community tab on our YouTube page. We'll put a little question there, answer your question, and maybe your comment might be read here in one of our videos. Tomorrow's video, Cars Land, Secrets Revealed. That's right, it's updated Cars Land, Secrets Revealed. You guys asked for it. You guys are going to get it. Tomorrow Land, Secrets Revealed. Hit the like and subscribe button. You guys are amazing and awesome. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.